There are two qualities that women find irresistible. Any man that is great with women and has choice with the women that he wants possesses these two qualities. And these two qualities are sex appeal and sexual confidence. With these two qualities, you can literally use the law of attraction to attract beautiful women to you everywhere you go, no matter what. Even if you're in a small town and it's 80% guys and you've never seen a beautiful or attractive woman there, if you possess these two qualities, that drop-dead gorgeous girl that you visualize, that you see in your mind that you want, will show up. With these two qualities, you are literally irresistible to the women that you want to be with. The level of sex appeal and the level of sexual confidence that you project literally determines how women will act and react towards you on a daily basis. Some of you might want just a girlfriend, some of you might want 3 girlfriends, some of you might want a girlfriend and have 10 girlfriends on the side, which is fucking cool, okay? There is somebody who's raising their hand, 5, okay? That's awesome. You can have 5 girlfriends using these principles, okay? But I'm actually gonna lay out the exact process that I take my clients through in the Skyy Lifestyles Club that is the basic blueprint that everyone needs to go through to master their dating and sex life. It is possible to become a ladies' man and get to that level that you really want to be at. As long as I can remember, my life has been filled with women, beautiful women, insane connections, and I've done a lot of crazy shit. I've experienced a lot of crazy shit. Everywhere I went, there just happened to be a girl for me. And when I say there was just happened to be a girl for me, I'm not talking about a girl that I could go and like try to seduce and try to go up and meet and try to schmooze her over and get her to like me. I'm talking about when I walk into a place, there's the girl, here's me, and it's like literally a magnetic force drawing us together. By the time we actually meet, by the time we talk, we both consensually are so irresistible to each other that there's nothing that can stop that way of being. The possibilities with women are endless. You can literally magnetically attract and draw the women that you want to you easily by simply being. You don't have to fucking try. Okay? The law of attraction states that all you got to do is simply state what you want to the universe and let it go. Okay, fair enough. Go about your day, have fun, and let it come to you. Well, it's a little bit more in depth than that. The key to it is to have that unbelievable, that unshakable belief, that rock solid fucking belief system of just knowing that it's gonna happen one way or another. Where I see most guys go wrong, where I see most of my clients go wrong, where I see most guys in my everyday life go wrong, is they try to figure out how. They try to figure out how to go talk to this girl. They try to figure out how I can go up and approach this girl. They try to figure out how to go over and what to say and what to do in this specific situation to get this girl to like you. Here's the secret. If you just fucking work on you and you get your shit together ahead of time, you do the preparation work, kind of like a triathlete. You put in the work, you put in the effort, you run every day, you exercise, you run, you prepare yourself mentally, and then you just go do it. That's how I've always attracted women. You don't have to fucking do anything. Like, even with my situation now, like, I'm in a little bit different situation because, you know, I do have a girlfriend and we are exclusive, except for when we're together, if that makes any sense. But we will set that intention of what we want and let it come to us. We work on ourselves on a daily basis. We take good care of ourselves, okay? But we follow the same basic principles. You set the intention, you let it go, and you go out and you have fun. You put yourself into alignment with what it is you want. If I want to have a threesome with my girl, staying at home with my fucking kids all the time is not in alignment with us having a threesome, right? If I want to go out and have multiple women in my life, and I want to date 3-4 women in my life, staying at home playing fucking video games is not in alignment with dating those, meeting, being able to attract and have those 3-4 women in your life. After you go out and have fun and put yourself into alignment with that trust, with that unshakable belief, you know what the fourth step is? It's real simple. All you gotta do is fucking enjoy it. And that's, believe it or not, one of the hardest things that I've found so many of my clients to do. Because they set I work with my clients, I get them to the point where they set the intention, they let it go, they really let it go, they believe that it's gonna happen, they go out, they put themselves out there, they're having fun, and then next thing you know, they're in bed with this gorgeous fucking girl, and then they start questioning whether or not this is real or not. Like, wait, she just came home with you, she's in bed, she's naked, she wants to be with you, I promise. Enjoy it. It all comes down to the way you think and the way you do things. And before I go any farther, I just want to go through, and I really just want to dive right into the actual steps that I take each one of my clients through. And if you got a pen, if you want to write this down, feel free. Awesome. If not, I don't fucking care, you're lost. Number one, the first thing to do is self-reflection. Is to look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself and where you are at. Do not see yourself as better than where you are at. Do not look at yourself as less than where you are. I've met many guys over the years, over the last 10 years, and half of them are way up on this spectrum thinking that their shit don't stink, they got the fucking ego, they're thinking that their life is way better than what it is. And then you got the ones over here that are thinking that it's way worse than it is. Okay, so it's all about the balance and bringing that balance and doing an honest self-assessment, self-reflection, just being honest with yourself of where you're at. Don't try to be somebody you're not. One of the worst things, one of the most paralyzing things that I have found in my life that a man can do is to compare himself and try to be somebody that he's not. Being a ladies' man is not working towards being somebody that you're not. It's bringing out your true authenticity. It's bringing out your true desires. It's being honest with yourself. It's being truly authentic and not giving a fuck what anybody else thinks. Step 2. What in the fuck do you really want? What do you want? Do you want a girlfriend? Do you want to date like normal people? Do you want 5 girlfriends? Do you want to get married? Do you want to date around and get some experience under your belt so you can eventually settle down with that dream girl? Awesome. But what is it? Over the last 8 years in helping guys, I ask this question a lot of times, and then the number one thing that they do is they go right into, well, I don't want to this, and I don't want to be unhappy, and I don't want a girl like this, and I don't want... No, I don't give a fuck what you don't want. What do you want? Don't tell me what you want. Write it down. Journal. Write it down. Get excited. Start having fun. Like if the universe was your catalog, and you could have anything that you want, and you could have threesomes, and you could have these experiences, you could have those experiences, you could have these feelings, you could have those feelings. What is it that you want? Write it out. Get clear about what it is you want. The next thing, which is probably the hardest part to becoming a ladies' man, which is probably the hardest part to truly developing that choice with the women that you want to have, and that is taking out the trash. Do you know what I mean by that? You have to take out the trash. If you look into how the law of attraction works, you look at you understand that thoughts create feelings, feelings create results. Okay? It's one thing to change your thoughts. You know, and you can change your thoughts. You can go from, you know, oh, I'm a piece of shit, I'm not attractive, I'm ugly, to I am a sexy motherfucker, I'm beautiful, women love me everywhere I go. You can change your thoughts consciously. But there's a whole other level that you have to understand, and that is the stuff that is deeper in your subconscious mind, the shit that is actually causing and creating the thoughts that you are thinking. If you have negative self-doubt, and if you don't view yourself highly, if you don't value your time, if you don't value your opinion, if you don't believe in what you say, if you don't think that you're attractive, if you don't think that you have a beautiful body, if you don't think that you are a sexy motherfucker anytime, anywhere, when you go out, it's because of something a little bit deeper inside of you that you have to let go of. And that is your old programming, because that programming, until you change that programming, your thoughts, no matter how hard you try to change your thoughts, no matter how many affirmations you do, no matter how many confirmations that you say and things that you say out loud, until you release and take out the trash, take out all that negative garbage that's deep in your subconscious mind, that shit that your parents programmed in your mind, that shit that the bullies, and maybe in school, maybe you were bullied in school, maybe your parents fucking told you were worthless when you were younger. Maybe when your first employer or your second employer told you that you're a fucking piece of shit and not worth anything. You have to revisit that shit. You have to go back and dive deep into that old programming and release that old story. And you have to be able to do that to create a new story. To create a new story, to create new experiences, to create the new thoughts, that the thoughts will create the feelings will create the actual results and the lifestyle that you live. That was number 3. Now, I'm going to go back into number 4. Number 4 is, what the fuck do you want? Oh wait, did I say that? Yes, I did. And there's a reason. There's a reason why I said that. That was number 2, all right? There's a reason for this because, and here's why. Most guys, pretty much every guy that comes to me, they want to get laid. They want a girlfriend. They want to date different girls. They want to have threesomes. They want to have all these girls, right? Just like what I stated, and at number 2, I said, well, what do you want? And I gave you all those examples of what you want. You want a girlfriend, you want to get married, you want to have kids, you want to have this, you want that. Once you go through step 3, which is getting rid of the trash, erasing that old negative programming, then you have to really be honest and get clear about what you truly want. And I can promise you, it is not, what you truly want is not to have sex with models. What you truly want is not to have 5 fucking girlfriends. What you truly want is not to have a girlfriend where you can have other girls and share. What you truly want is that element of personal fucking freedom. Personal freedom. The freedom to express your truest self. The freedom to express your sexuality anytime, anywhere. The freedom to be free from your past. The freedom to voice your opinion anytime, anywhere, with anyone. The freedom to feel fucking amazing walking into any venue. The freedom to feel comfortable having people look at you. The freedom to not give 2 fucks what anybody else thinks about you. The freedom to be you. We're sold on this dream thinking that, money is going to make us happy and money is going to give us everything that we want and give us that personal freedom, but it's not. You are. I've met so many millionaires. I've had so many clients that have had fuckloads of money. More money than they'll ever know what to do with. I took them through this. I helped them achieve that personal freedom. I gave that personal freedom. I gave them that sex appeal, that sexual confidence. And they said it's worth way more than every dollar that I've ever made. Wow. That's weird. That's not normal. Especially since, as young guys, we're taught that if we have the money, if we have the riches, we have the fame, those people got it all. It's a fucking crock of shit. They don't have it all. So many people with money, so many people that have created wealth and fame have sold their soul. And they will never truly be happy. So number 4 is get clear on what it is that you really ultimately want. Yes, I'm not going to lie, having money is a big part of personal freedom, right? Yes, having the ability to go out and be with the women that you want to be with is part of your personal freedom. But when you go into number 4, you have to make it more about the experience and less about the tangible, I want a girlfriend, I want a wife. What does it mean to you? What does that really look like? Next one. Number 5 is figuring out who the fuck you are. Who you are as a man. Who are you? Has anybody ever asked you that question? Not your job title. I don't give a shit about your job title. Not what you do for a living. Not what your hobbies are. Who are you? Number 6. Why do you want all this? Why do you want what you want? This is probably one of the biggest things that you need to do and get clear on if you want to go through the process and achieve the lifestyle that you really want to achieve. Because without a big, ginormous purpose to why, you will never be motivated enough to be consistent, to challenge yourself, to push yourself each and every single day to get what you want. So why in the fuck do you want it? You got to remember, I'm taking you through each one of these and I'm giving you a little bit of an explanation on these. But each one of these steps is a 2-month long process for each and every single one of my clients. It is not something that happens overnight. It takes time. Number 7, change the way you think and change what you believe. At the end of the day, 80% of everything and all of your success with women, on how you will attract beautiful women to you and how your relationships will be once you are actually in them, boils down to your mindset. The way you think about yourself, the way you think about women, and what you believe to be true. The truth is, if you thought about women and you thought about yourself the way I think about women and the way that I think about myself, you would be getting laid like a fucking rock star. It doesn't matter what you look like, how much you weigh, or how much money you have. If you put my mindset in your body, your current body, you would literally have an abundance and choice with the women that you want to be with. Having those drop-dead gorgeous girls approaching you and in your life would be just part of your everyday life. If you don't have the women and the choice that you want to have in your life, my guess is that you can relate to a few of these thoughts and a few of these beliefs.
She won't find me attractive. I'm not good looking enough. I'm too weak. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't have the confidence to do it. I don't believe that she'll like me. Why do women always have to play games? Women only like guys with money. I'm not good enough. I have nothing to offer her. I'm too shy. I don't feel comfortable. Why is it so hard to meet women? What if I get rejected? I don't know what to say. Wouldn't it be weird if I just walked up to her and talked to her? I'm too scared to talk to her. She is way out of my league. I'm too old. Things will never work out with us. My hair is thinning. I don't have a lot of friends. She will think that I'm a loser. I can only attract ugly women to me. Why? It's too loud in here to talk to her. I'm afraid she'll think I'm stupid, not interesting. She's way more valuable than me. I'm boring. I'm afraid to let her know that I'm interested in her. What will she think of me? She probably doesn't even like sex. I'm lazy. I must look like an idiot right now. She won't like my personality. I'm different. Didn't work last time, so it's not possible for me. I'm not confident enough. I watch way too much TV. I think way too much. Why do I always have to beat myself up so hard? I know she's gonna reject me, so why try? My life is a mess. I feel like I'm watching my life go by. Hot women just don't like me.
Now, just imagine this. Imagine if 6 months from now or 12 months from now, you had a new way of thinking. Imagine if you had a way of thinking about yourself where you really truly thought that you were a sexy motherfucker. What if you truly believed that beautiful women were attracted to you always, no matter what? What if you had that belief? Once you have those thoughts going through your mind over and over and over, it becomes a belief. And whatever it is that you believe to be true is your actuality. It is your reality. But your actuality and reality can be changed at any moment by choosing to change the thoughts that you think on a daily basis. I choose to see myself as a sexy motherfucker. I choose to believe that meeting women is easy. I choose to believe that I connect with women on an insane deep level. I believe that women are extremely comfortable with me. And because that is my belief, that is my reality. That is my actuality. What would your life look like if you only focused on the things that made you feel fucking superior, feeling awesome, feeling sexy? Thoughts like, I am an attractive man. I am a sexy motherfucker. I am open to doing new, crazy, wild things with different women. If you want to develop the two qualities that I was talking about earlier, the two qualities, sex appeal and sexual confidence, if you want to develop those two qualities that really make a ladies' man tick, then you have got to change the way you think about yourself, about women, and about what's possible. You have got to change your beliefs, and you've got to develop this new way of thinking and this new belief system. And until you make that new thought process and that new belief system a reality, this reality that I'm talking about, with really having choice with the women that you want to be with, having these insane hot connections and attracting beautiful women everywhere you go, is not going to be a reality for you. How can you change your mindset? How can you change the way you think? How can you change your beliefs? One of the tools that I've used for years and have helped my clients with is through affirmations. Repetitively doing affirmations. Affirmations is nothing more than a thought, a new thought that supports your new way of being, the lifestyle that supports the different results that you want in your life. If you don't have the women that you want, you have all those negative thoughts running through your mind consistently. Those are affirmations. I'm not attractive, I'm not good enough, she wouldn't like me, I've got a big belly, I'm short, I don't have money, I still live at home with my mom. All those thoughts are basically affirmations that you're continuing to tell yourself over and over. You have the ability to choose to think differently. Make that commitment to yourself to do affirmations every single day. Changing your mindset, changing the way you think and what you believe, it is not the easiest thing to do. It's probably one of the more challenging things that you'll ever do in your life. But I guarantee you it is if you commit to it, it is going to be one of the most rewarding things that you'll ever do in your life. Make that commitment each and every single day until it becomes a habit. Don't make the commitment to do affirmations. Make the commitment to actually exercise your mind. Just like exercising your physical body, if you want a different physical body, you've got to get in the gym, you've got to exercise, whether it be weight training or some other sort of training, physical training, and it doesn't matter how you look at it, it doesn't happen, the results don't happen overnight. Weight loss, if you're overweight and you want to go and you want to lose some weight, it takes time and commitment. You have to get in the gym, you have to exercise, you have to work out. You have to change your diet. And just like changing your physical body, you can do the same exact thing with changing your thoughts and beliefs by making that commitment to yourself each and every day to exercise your mind. Affirmations are only one tool that you can use to exercise your mind. Writing those down. Pick 5 different positive affirmations and write them down 10 times each day. That's just one way to do affirmations. Pick 5, 10 different affirmations and go and stand in front of the mirror and repeat them, speak them out loud. Make that commitment that every day you're going to spend 10, 15 minutes in front of the mirror and tell yourself these affirmations until you fucking ingrain them. They're so ingrained into your belief system that you fucking feel like the man and you believe them wholeheartedly. Visualization. Visualization is a great tool to exercise your mind, to visualize the end result. Read dailies. Read dailies are something I basically created and came up with, and it's basically a statement that you write out as if you've already achieved what it is that you want. And in that statement, it is making it more about the experience and the feelings that you want to pull out of that situation. You can meditate, spending time, 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, meditating, quieting your mind. Your mind is running constantly, non-stop, but there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is it's running non-stop and it's repeating this garbage, all these negative thoughts that are keeping what it is that you want from you. Forming new habits, when we are so stuck in our routine, in our day-to-day routines, this same shit day after day, it is tough to break out of those and to do things differently. But in order to develop that new way of thinking and that new belief system, you've got to develop a new way of doing things. You've got to develop new rituals in your life. The best time to do your affirmations, to do your mind exercises, is first thing in the morning, right when you wake up. Spend that first hour of your day committed to you, committed to working on bettering you, committed to you working on you achieving your personal freedom and the lifestyle that you desire. If you have to go to work at 7 o'clock, wake up an extra hour early. Even if it sucks, even if it's still dark out, wake up an extra hour early no matter what time you wake up in the morning. Currently, just choose to wake up 1 hour earlier and do your mind exercises. Once you make that commitment each and every day and you make this a habit, exercising your mind each and every single day, and you really develop this new way of thinking about yourself, about women, about what's possible. Once you have this new belief system that I teach every one of my clients, it is then when you will exude this natural sex appeal that I'm talking about. It is then when you will walk around and you will exude this sexual confidence and you will have this sexual aura or vibe that women, the women that you want most, will pick up on and gravitate towards. Number 8, you've got to develop a new way of doing things. You've got to take care of yourself. Right? This is, again, part of the whole putting yourself into alignment with what you want. If you want to fucking have these models that, these Victoria's Secret models, your ass needs to be getting in fucking good shape. You don't need to be a fucking model yourself, but you need to be taking good care of yourself. Right? You need to if you're not in great shape, maybe you are a few pounds overweight, or maybe you have an oblong fucking weird shaped goddamn body. That's okay. If you say it's okay. But it's not okay if you look in the mirror and you avoid looking at yourself. If you avoid looking at your oblong body and you don't like what you see, then it's not okay. The thoughts that we think are a choice. We have the choice to choose how we view ourselves. And if you want to have better success with women, if you want to have more women in your life, you want to experience things and you want to have these insane connections and you want to have these crazy wild moments and meet chicks everywhere you go, you can, but you've got to love and accept every fucking facet of you. Taking care of yourself, dressing well. You gotta dress well. You gotta find your own style. Don't fucking try to copy somebody else's style. Don't try to look like somebody else. Who the fuck cares what anybody else is doing? Find what works for you. Find what looks great and what makes you feel fucking sexy. If you don't feel attractive, if you don't feel sexy when you walk out of the house in the morning, you're not in alignment with what you want. Take care of yourself. Body grooming. Doesn't matter if you got a beard, if you want it doesn't matter what kind of chest hair or fucking ass hair. You clean yourself up. You don't want to be some fucking prissy fucking Jersey Shore you look like, all right? That's not the goal of body grooming. The goal is to find and develop your own style. Try different haircuts. Try yourself with a beard, with a goatee, with different styles of haircut, with chest hair, without chest hair. Just be open and comfortable trying. Take care of your physical body. If you're not exercising on a daily basis, start exercising. I don't give a shit if you like exercising. If you don't like running, don't run. Go to the gym. If you don't like going to the gym, go do something else. There's 1,000,001 ways to exercise and take care of yourself. It builds testosterone. It makes us feel good about ourselves as who we are as a man. Take good care of yourself. I don't give a shit if it's 15 minutes a day. Get in and start taking better care of your body. Do more of the things that make you feel fucking great. Do you know what makes you feel great? Think about it for a second, do you? If I told you that you had 30 seconds to write down 20 things that make you feel great, could you do it? There's a lot of different things that I love to do, and I do them consistently. Make that list. Make that list of things that you can do besides exercising your body, besides exercising your mind, besides doing that. Those exercising your mind and body should be 2 things that you do on a fucking daily basis no matter what. That puts you in control of your life. That puts you in control of your future and the experiences that you have. The third thing that I would say that you have to do consistently is challenge yourself. Pushing yourself outside your comfort zone on a regular basis. That is one of the toughest things that my clients probably do throughout the journey of working with me, because they don't like to challenge themselves. So I have a ginormous list of fun challenges that I give every one of my clients that pushes them outside their comfort zone on a regular basis. And each and every single time that they are presented with a challenge that scares the fuck out of them, those are the moments they have the most rapid growth. The most rapid personal growth towards that personal freedom, towards that sex appeal, towards having that sexual confidence. Surround yourself with people, with cool people, good people. You know, I don't like to talk about like, oh, positive people, because I don't like positive people, because positive people are typically people that hang out in churches, and they're typically the biggest fucking hypocrites in the world. Okay, they're positive to your face, but as soon as you walk out the goddamn church door, they're the biggest fucking hypocrites talking shit about, you know, and I'm not even gonna go, that's a whole nother topic we can go into. But hang out with good people, okay? Good company. I surround myself with good company. I surround myself with good-looking people. That does not mean that I surround myself with all models, male and female models. I surround myself with good people, people that are genuinely good people, people that are authentic and real in who they are and what they want and their desires, and their, you know, and they're not standing still. If you've got people in your life that are exactly where they were 10 years ago, they're holding you back. They're actually, I can't say that. They're not holding you back if you don't want something different. If you want nothing, if you're completely fucking awesome with where you're at in your life, then they're not holding you back, and you're good, and you can go hang out with them, and you can leave this fucking webinar right now, and you don't need to listen to me because you're happy. But if you want something different, you need to start surrounding yourself with more good people, people that are continuing to change, challenge themselves, have fun, people that really want to have and live and be that free and have that, develop that personal freedom. The shape of your environment is important, okay? You know, your house, where you live. I don't give a shit if you are in a dorm room in college, if you're living with your mom, if you're renting a small little room with friends. If you go into your room and it's a plain white room with a fucking air mattress, which I don't have anything against an air mattress. I slept on one for quite a few years when I was younger. So that's fine. I had that air mattress. But you know what? I had pictures up. I had pictures of me and girls. I had pictures of me fucking in a helicopter. I had pictures of me jumping out of airplanes. I had pictures of me on the beach with other girls. I had pictures. Surround yourself in an environment that makes you feel fucking great. The thing to remember about all of this is, you know, the truth is not everybody wants to date 10 different women a week. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of stress dating 10 different women a week. It's like a full-time fucking job. You can have it if you want it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you want to have 2 women in your life, that's awesome. You can have that. If you want to be in one relationship and you want to have that one girl that you want to settle down with and have an amazing relationship with, that is awesome. If you want to live out your every fantasy and have threesomes, and maybe you have all these other crazy, kinky, dirty, wild things that you've thought about and fantasized about, with women, you can have that. If you're anything like me and you really love women, but the idea of settling down with one woman and only being with one woman sexually for the rest of your life, you have that opportunity, that ability to go after and set that intention to seek out a woman that loves women just as much as you do. You have that ability to get into a relationship and have that phenomenal relationship with your woman, your girl, built on love, respect. You can have a connection with her emotionally, physically, spiritually, in every possible way. So you guys have that crazy hot connection. Yet at the same time, you can bring other girls into your relationship for you and your girl's own pleasure. That was my dilemma. Most of my life, I never actually believed that I could settle down and get into a relationship with one woman and have that crazy hot connection and have that amazing relationship and that trust, yet bring in other women. I never thought that was even possible until I set the intention and I said, that is what I want. I said, I am not willing to settle for a woman that I'm going to be exclusive with, and I'm never going to be with another woman. I've been around the block too many times. I've seen way too much, and I've experienced way too much to the point where I still know myself and I know my sexual desires. So I set the intention that I wanted a woman that I could spend the rest of my life with that loved and appreciated women just as much as I do. I set that intention, and within 2 months, I actually got it. I've been dating my girlfriend for about a year now, and we have that open relationship. And I promise you, it is phenomenal, and it's a lot of fun. Like I said, this doesn't mean that you have to go out and date multiple women if you don't want to. This doesn't mean if you're uncomfortable having threesomes, you don't have to go out and have threesomes. If you don't have any desire to settle down with one woman, you don't have to. By going through this process that I kind of laid out, the basics of it in this webinar, by going through this and developing that sexual confidence, by developing that sex appeal, you have the ability and choice to. And I promise you, having that choice, having that freedom to choose is one of the most satisfying, unbelievable, extraordinary fucking feelings that any man could ever experience. It is having that freedom to go out and do it if you want to. It's having the ability to, if you choose to. It's having the courage to walk up to a girl. It's having the ability to attract those types of women if you want to. The greatest part about this whole thing is there's no trying. There's really, once you develop these qualities and characteristics and this way of thinking and this way of doing things and this way of being, meeting women is literally effortless. You don't have to try. There's no approach anxiety. There's no trying to figure out what to say or figure out what to do. Everything happens natural. When you have these qualities, you literally have the ability to create magic moments with women all the time. The magic moments that I'm talking about is where you can literally, you walk into a place and you just click. You look that girl in her eyes and she looks you in the eyes and you just click. Then it turns from that to a gravitational pull. By the time you guys come together, it's not a question of if, it's only a matter of when. The choice is yours. You can have it. You can create and direct your sex life, your dating life, your social life. You can create anything that you want based on where you're at and what it is that you want at that given moment. Unfortunately, up until this point with our current beliefs and thoughts around dating between men and women, there's such a disconnect between men and women now more so than ever before, throughout history and over the decades and centuries, we've really been taught that, there's only that one. And when you have that magic moment, when everything just clicks, when you look that girl in her eyes and it just clicks, it's considered to be fate, but it's not. You can have this with multiple women. You can have it with many women. I've personally taken it to the extreme, and I've actually had it with hundreds. And so can you. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It is not fun nor fulfilling in any way to settle for less than what you truly want in life, especially when it comes to your dating and sex life. As a man, we need to feel fucking sexy. We need to feel confident. We need to feel loved. We need to feel appreciated. We need to feel that attraction. We need to feel desirable. And if you don't have those things, you're going to end up settling. You're going to settle for the women that you don't really want to be with. You're going to settle down with the woman you really don't truly want to be with. And if you do that, it can only end badly. It ends up in a situation where you always are going to be desiring something more. Someone else. Which then leads to cheating. It leads to lying, to deceit. It leads to people having affairs. It leads, in most cases, in many cases, if you look at the divorce rate, it leads to divorce. If not divorce, it leads to couples staying together for their entire lives, settling, unhappy, wishing for something different. And if you can only imagine going through and living that way and settling in the sadness and the loneliness and the disappointment and the frustration and the anger that would have built up inside of you, which then leads to you going off and finding girls on the side, going off and finding all these massage parlors and paying for sex on the side behind your wife's back, which leads to your wife doing the same thing to you. Over the years, I cannot tell you how many people, how many couples, married couples that have been married 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, that are in this situation. And just being around that for so long, and seeing that, I just couldn't imagine ever putting myself into that situation where I made that commitment to that one girl, where I just felt the need to have to go and lie and do that behind her back. That is not me. That is just bad character. When you have all that frustration and sadness and anger built up, just because of settling, it causes a woman to do things that they wouldn't normally do, things that are completely out of character. You don't want to put yourself into that situation. It doesn't have to be like that. There is a better way. If you focus on that self-mastery, if you focus on developing that personal freedom, if you focus on developing that super strong sex appeal and sexual confidence that I'm talking about, and living your lifestyle with total abundance and complete choice, you don't have to ever settle. This process, the process that I'm talking about here, the process to creating this lifestyle, to really truly becoming comfortable with women and comfortable with every facet of you, comfortable being a ladies' man, comfortable with you, and having this type of freedom is not the path of least resistance, but it is attainable if you want it bad enough. It is attainable if you're willing to do whatever the fuck it takes. Is it possible to achieve on your own? Yes. But I've got to be honest with you, it's not likely. Every year, I take a small number of guys through this process with me, where I work with them closely, where I work with them and I take them through the entire blueprint process. I coach them, I guide them, I support them, and I hold them accountable. It is a complete transformation process. And I do that in the Skyy Lifestyles Coaching Club, and I also do that for guys that want more personalized attention in my executive one-on-one coaching programs. If you're willing to do whatever it takes, and you're interested in possibly working with me and being part of the club, and you really want to master this part of your life, and you want to have somebody like myself that has lived it and lives it each and every single day, this is your opportunity. Feel free to contact me. You can email me. You can email me at Cory, C-O-R-Y, at CORYSKYY.com. Or you can go to my website, which is skylifestyles.com, SKYY lifestyles.com. And on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you'll find a little pop-up. It says private consultation, and you can set up a free consultation with me to see if you would be a good fit to go through this with me as your mentor.